What's up, my knights? It's Saga Dragon Knight here, and today is going to be part 5 to What If Naruto Was a Full Uzumaki. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded video for Uzumaki for 3 months, guys. I will try to rectify that with all my other videos. It's just lately I've been busy with stuff at home, so I hope you guys can forgive me. Anyway, small side note. In Uzumaki in 2 other series, I basically updated Naruto's list of jutsu he knows. So, for this part I'm doing, I'll basically read all of Naruto's wind techniques, and if you guys, and when I do the Chunin exams, I'll read his regular ninja jutsu and water style jutsu. The reason why I only win in water is because those are what Naruto's going to be focused on for the Chunin exams and training. Anyway, let's jump into it. The teams get to where Tasuna's house is, and Asuma and Kakashi are put straight up into bed to rest. So Kunai decided to have the Genin go in shifts. One shift group would go training. The second group would basically go, to the bridge with Tasuna and help watch him as he's building it. While the third group stays at the house to protect Tasuna's family and Kakashi and Asuma. The first group going to the bridge is Naruto, Kiba, and Ino. With Kunai. As they're there, Naruto quickly helps Tasuna by making 200 shadow clones while doing that. And while they're doing that, Naruto makes an additional 50 clones and has them do tree walking and water walking exercises, while teaching Kiba and Ino both the exercises. Or at least brushing up the knowledge on it. Kiba has to learn it because Kakashi really hasn't been that fulfilled, and since Sasuke already knew about it, he's kind of the same. Anyway, continuing on. When they got back for dinner, the Genin and Kunai eat Inari and learn what happened to his dad. Have Tazuna killed them. That night, everyone goes to sleep except Naruto. He's on the roof, looks up, and he's actually talking to the Nine Tails. And Naruto goes, Kyubi-sama, is there a way to use your chakra to locate where Goto's base of operations is? Naruto asked. Kyubi said, it's hard to say, Naruto-kun. But, I'll let you know the results. If you can make one clone and have my chakra in that clone, I'll have it scout out for you. Naruto nods and basically does that, then before he hits the head. Next day, Kakashi and Asuma wake up. Asuma was not that badly hurt, so he's able to help take charge of one of the groups. But since Kakashi overused his Sharingan, he will have chakra exhaustion for a few days. So now, Naruto's group is the one that actually is training with Asuma, and the group that was watching the house, which consists of Sasuke, Shino, and Shikamaru, all go with Kunai to the bridge. The group that watched the house now is Hinata, Sakura, and Choji. They're rotating pretty much. Anyway, since Naruto has Asuma there, he asked Asuma to give his opinions on some jutsu. And I'm only going to read the E and D rank for Ink and C rank jutsu for the wind element for Asuma to see what Naruto does. Wind style, snake buster, wind wave, wind cutter, rotating shuriken, down current, gentle breeze, deodorize. For D rank, wind bullet, drilling air bullet, wind prison, wind arrow, cool breeze, cutting wing, air vortex, wind body flicker, southern gust. For C rank, now, out of all of his elements, Naruto definitely has the most jutsu for C rank for the wind element. Gale Palm, Great Breakthrough, Wind Dome. Vacuum Bullets, Great Breach, Piercing Spear, Dragon's Roar. Air Current, Wind Dance. Spying Wind Ball, Dragon Vacuum, Great Vacuum Sphere, Flower Scattering Dance, Wind Wave, Tornado, Sonic Boom, Mini Air Slashes, Wind Soul, Bird of Prey, Tornado Fist, Beast Tearing Palm, and Divine Wind. Now, after Naruto shows these uses Asuma, he asked Naruto if he could show some Winjutsu, because from what I remember of watching the anime and the manga, Asuma only had 10 Winjutsu, and those were all like B rank to low C rank. So Naruto makes a copy of all the elemental jutsu for wind that he knows to give to Asuma. Now, I won't reveal A, B, or S rank of Naruto's element until like the Chunin exams, because he's going to be training those ranks for the exams for wind and water. So, for the water element, for E rank, he has Water Shuriken, Water Gun, Water Vapor Clone, Filtrate, Condensation, Evaporation, Water Bowl. For D rank, Water Body Flicker, Water Bullet, Water Pulse, Water Snake, Water Army Demon. Which, by the way, that's a very handy jutsu when you're using it to paint a house, because you can basically just focus your hands in a faucet, so it basically just squirt water kind of like a hose. Very helpful. Water Fang Bullet. Naruto talked this one to Kiba, even though Kiba doesn't have the water element. Sticky Water, Black Rain, Tearing Torrent, and Water Drainage. All these jutsu, I'm just saying as a side note, for these elements are not made to basically fight. They're made to like everyday use. Like, for example, Deodorize is used for those who want to smell nice. Now for C rank, Ripping Torrent, Waterfall, Water Prison, Gunshot, Water Tiger, 1000 Syrup Binding Rope, Torrential Slash, Water Whip, Cold Sky Water Attack, Fury Wave, Water Rush, Snake's Mouth, Raging Wave, Spring Burst, Great Water Bullet, Water Snake Strike. Now, just to let you guys know, how I do my jutsu is that I look at both the English version of the name and the Japanese version. If basically the Japanese version isn't a jutsu has two names that are actually classified as two different jutsu. For example, Snake's Mouth was originally Water Style, Water Snake Strike in English. So, out of that. But they're two different attacks. Anyway, next couple of days go on training, and the whole Spirit of the Inari happens, making Naruto ticked off, and he goes to the forest to relax himself. Hinata volunteers to go after him, but Kunai says, let him cool off. As Naruto is in the forest raging, he makes 1,000 clones and has him like doing his jutsu training, and he's basically dodging all attacks in anger. Afterwards, he disposes of the clones. It's about to go more, but all of a sudden he hears someone singing, and he sees through the smoke a figure of feminine female walking forward wearing a cloak. The only way you can tell that's female is obvious reasons, but also the fact that green eyes with a slit in them. And Naruto could not move his body. And the figure walked up and basically hugged Naruto and say, "So, it's finally nice to meet my betrothed." At that, Naruto's mind just shut off and he passed out. So that night, the figure looked after Naruto, and they both met Haku. Same spiel. And when Haku says, "Oh, by the way, I'm a boy," and the figure says, "No, you're not. You're a lady. I can tell by smell." As she blushes, she's revealing the fact that she has a good sense of smell. Naruto then asks after Haku leaves, "Who are you, miss?" And the figure wakes down her head and goes, "My name is Breeze, and I am one of the princesses of the Dragon Summons. Pleasure to meet you, Naruto Uzumaki, summoner of the dragons." And Naruto smiles and says, "So, I was wondering when the boss summoning was going to do something about this, because I read in one of the diaries that the boss summon always did something special for whoever, like, the clan heir was." And Breeze goes, "Really? Uncle really does that?" And Naruto says, "Yeah, like, for example, one time, for my mother, he basically gave her access to every single style of water type jutsu. Basically, this is every water technique I have written down, and even had the perfect sparring partner to go against her." And Breeze thinks, why does that sound familiar? Anyway, Naruto and Breeze go back to the group. Naruto introduces Breeze to everyone, but then he hits stay, being tired. Kakashi, Asuma, Kunai, and the rest of the Genin were going go to the bridge, but before they do, Breeze recommends that two of their numbers stay back to help protect the house. So, because of of how they fight, that will be Sakura and Ino, because their final sighting is not made for best to fight against Zabuza and Haku. So anyway, after that, the whole scene with Inari and the bandits happens. Yet it's not Naruto who saves them; it's Breeze, Ino, and Sakura, taking them down pretty easily. After that, Naruto grabs the two who had hands and drags them to the bridge. Now the fight happens on the bridge, happens like in canon, to the point to where Sasuke weakens. Well, Sasuke will now have the two Tomoe start showing on stage instead of the one Tomoe. But just as about the thing, all of a sudden, you hear from the end of the bridge, it's "Wind style." Great breakthrough. And then you hear a second one, but more feminine voice, go, "Wind style, divine and wind." The two wind techniques clash, blowing the wind away, revealing Gato and his goons, but behind them is Naruto and Breeze. And Naruto goes, "Let's take them down, Breeze-chan." And Breeze says, "Hi." Naruto goes, "Shadow Clone Jutsu." And Breeze also goes, "Shadow Clone Jutsu." Each of them summoning about 50 clones. And basically go in, taking down all the bandits, and capturing Gato. Now, when Naruto, in front of everyone, basically used genjutsu to reveal Gato's secrets, like what he's planning to do to Zabuza and the female ninja, it made everyone mad. And Naruto said, "For your crimes, you shall be delivered to the fire daimyo," Naruto says, as he throws his senbo into the neck, making Gato unconscious, and then he seals Gato up. Now, next few days, everyone's healing from the wounds, and because of the villagers there that Gato has been taken down, they continue building the bridge. But with a lot more people, because there's no threat of Gato and his goons. I apologize if the Land Away seems a bit short, guys, but with how much I messed up, I need to make this episode more interesting. So, on the way back to the Hidden Leaf Village, Naruto is chatting with Breeze and Hinata, when all of a sudden, Breeze asks a question. "Naruto, since you're in the CRA, how many girls do you plan to have? Wives do you plan to have?" At this, everyone other conversation will stop and look to Naruto and says, "Well, to be honest, if what I'm looking for in a relationship is a relationship that's for love, not like a forced political marriage. Otherwise, it's pointless." And Breeze, he smiles and says to Hinata, and they both each kiss Naruto on the cheek, and Naruto each keep them on the forehead. Everyone thought this scene was cute, even grumpy Sasuke. And when they got to the village, they signed in. The Genin had a week off to recover. So Naruto goes straight to the clan compound, where he sees Tsunade there and Shizune. He tells them we'll have another mission, and they were surprised about Breeze. And then Tsunade remarks, saying, "That grumpy dragon reminded me of the thing he did for me." And Naruto now says, "Oh, what's that?" Right. He made me a dress, as out of the shed skin, in of the largest three-headed female dragon that was alive, that was around at that time. And Naruto, oh, goes wide-eyed because the dragon boss that he summoned. I'll put it this way: if y'all think the Ninetales was big, this dragon basically will make the Ninetales look like Yorkie compared to what's a good example? Compared to a German Shepherd. That's how big the boss dragon summon is. Now, even though the boss summon only has one head, that's because of his age. Nothing else. Anyway, the next 2 months go by with it beginning Team 8 doing regular DEC missions, every once in a while helping other teams, and getting a few B ranks as well, when they encountered the Sand Siblings. Now that goes a lot as in canon, but just as Kankuro was, after Kankuro said, "Oh, you're annoying, all of you. I'm gonna break you in half," he's about to punch Konohamaru, all of a sudden he couldn't move as he felt a sword on his throat, and Naruto says, assaulting a child of the village that has Chunin exams is not a good way. It's a good way to get you expelled. Not only that, but the Hokage's grandson? I asked. Naruto asked, and Punko paled and let the kid go. Oh, and Naruto goes, so, I take it you two and your teammate in the tree are coming for the Chunin exams? They nod, and Gara says, "You are strong. I would like to know your names." And Naruto goes, "Naruto is Uzumaki," and Gara nods, and they leave. And Naruto sighs, and Hinata and Shino, who were next to Naruto's, asked what's up, and Naruto explains that guy felt like a Jinchuriki, so they made sure to inform all the Genin teams that are going to be going in the exams, even informing the Federal Kage about it, and the Federal Kage isn't happy. Even he informs all of his joining of the situation. Now, the sound Genin that are watching while Dosu and Zaku were talking, Kin was looking at Naruto with an interest, because she could have sworn she's seen him from somewhere before. As she's moving about it, she all of a sudden blushes and remember that vivid dream that she and Tayuya admit having at the same night, of them both together with the same guy, because they're best friends, so they would share the same guy. And can realize for the start that guy looks like a miniature version. The kid looks like a miniature version of the person they saw. So, food for thought later. Anyway, after that, there is still 3 weeks left of training. So, Teammate trained rigorously before. Naruto using his clones to focus on his chakra control, Genjutsu, Taijutsu, and Wind Style. Now, canon goes the same here all the way till the preliminaries for a few reasons. One, and the only difference that Naruto has is that Teammate is not going to be like the way it is. Thus, instead of Naruto Teammate being the second ones to the tower, they are actually tied with Gaara's team. So, that's where things get more interesting. However, the Hokage reveals something interesting. Because of how things have been, we have to wait 2 weeks for the arena on the tower to be made. So, they take these 2 weeks to just relax, chill. So, around this time, the Naruto met Kin, and they chatted for a bit. And Naruto after the talk, Kin was both blushing hilariously, realizing that Naruto is indeed the one who she's destined for. And she has to tell her best friend Tayuya. So, later that night, Naruto goes up on the roof of the tower and begins to meditate. Not noticing that someone was watching him. That someone was Breeze. She smiles at her fiance's protective nature of his comrades, but then frowns as he starts smelling the scent of snakes. So, she sees Kobuto giving Potochimo, and she records the whole thing. even to the point of giving every detail that they spoke of, including some of their spies, and it's revealed that Donzo was there as well. So she quickly sealed up the evidence and did a reverse summoning, and reverse summoned herself back to the dragon summon lands, in which he told her father immediately what happened. Next day, Naruto takes the seal with the information and gets to the Third Hokage, and the Third Hokage and the council are devising a game plan. So basically, it's now just a stall for time. Anyway, with this video, with time coming up, this video is going to end. But just to let you know, guys, the matchups and who fights who will be the same. But some of them will be different, some will not. All depends on what you guys want. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Like goal for this video is 3 likes. May the force be with you until all are one.